On the other line, listening to that, I have Scott Driscoll, Executive Director of the Retailers Association. Now, are you for this, Scott?
Mate, I've got some serious concerns over this, and I think John sort of probably needs to go and talk to some more of his members, particularly in Queensland, because as you can imagine, there's a bit of a duality sometimes in a membership association. Those members of mine who are in the restaurant and catering sector who are also in John's association have told me this morning, since this is broken, I've spoken to a number of them, that they don't feel that they've had any consultation on this whatsoever. They feel that this is fraught with danger potentially on the issue you just rightfully raised. And, you know, this has got nothing to do with any restaurateur, any cafe operator suggesting that great hygiene standards aren't vitally important. Of course they are, but this is open to manipulation.
Yes, yes.
That was the point. If you've got a bad rating, I mean, what would make people want to come back? And so, as you said, you know, you could use it as an advertising tool, but who wants to go out and say, hey, come and eat with us, at least we're clean? I mean, it's not something you can really do.
Well, that's right. And what's to say that somebody who gets the 5-star, 5 plates or double fingers to the wind one day isn't in a particularly different situation the next day when something else might have occurred down the street. I mean, this is such a fluid situation, and I just think where you leave this in the hands of local bureaucrats, it's also open to some fairly pointed activities as well. So
because the reputation of a restaurant is fragile, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. And you show me a restaurateur, and I mean, I'm talking about our mainstream restaurants in Brisbane that would actually turn around and really look you in the eye and say, we don't care about hygiene, we're not interested. I mean, they'd be in the vast minority. I think we're making an awful lot of noise about nothing, but it's a dangerous proposition where that can actually harm the well-being of, you know, otherwise great restaurants that are employing a lot of local people.
Yes, I had some barramundi the other day. It was like a rubber thong and breadcrumbs, but I simply wouldn't go back.
That's right. You make your own assessment on these things, and let's hope that councils have actually been doing the right thing already by way of actually making these checks and balances work on hygiene. So, given that you have to assume they would be, and if they're not, now's the time that they should change. They don't need rating systems. I mean, who's going to brand this thing? I mean, is this going to be a Brisbane City Council branded sticker that goes on a window? Is this going to be a Restaurant and Caterers Association branded thing? Is that why their CEO is behind it? Is it some advertising place? I don't know, but I think we just need to be careful for the good of Brisbane restaurants. I mean, John's a southerner, but, you know, all very well he's looking at it from a helicopter view. Let's actually make sure that something works for us here locally.
Oh, Scott, I love that last bit. I love the last bit. You're right, he's a southerner. We can't even trust him.
Well, he scrambled through the dingo fence somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Scotty, thanks for your time this morning, my friend.
No worries, guys. Thanks.
That was Scott Driscoll, Executive Director of the Retailers Association, going up against John Hart. He's for the...
Well, you can see both. See, at the moment...
Well, Scott made a better point.
And they don't have to name the restaurant or reveal the finding now until they actually prosecute. So if the council inspectors want to prosecute the restaurant, that's when they can name them. So under this system, they would be named before the they wouldn't have to prosecute.
I've got a better system. What's the worst restaurant you've ever eaten at? 13, 13, 32.
Don't think there'll take many of them.
No, it's 16 minutes to 9.